Since 1885, cowgirls like Annie Oakley, Calamity Jane, and Lucille Mulhall have wrote themselves into history books while wearing cowboy boots. Join us as we share the tales of today's most influential cowgirls and provide a glimpse of what it's like to walk in her boots.
Hi, my name is Dr. Criquett Scott Chapman, and I'm the Vice President of Student Services at Vernon College. As Vice President, I oversee things like recruiting, admissions, financial aid, advising. We have several support services for students, and they let me supervise police. I love being a cowgirl, and as a small town girl from New Mexico, I feel like the lessons that I've learned as a cowgirl have really benefited me, both in the Western industry and outside. Things like grit, tenacity, perseverance, learning how to handle failure and how to turn that into a tool to then be successful. Also learning how to pivot when things don't go as planned and still being able to have those outcomes that are beneficial. That has served me well with success in the arena and also in my career. And so I really like that, the lessons that you learn. And then the older I get, the more I appreciate being able to come home from the office and get on the back of a horse with fresh air, hang out with the family. I have been a team roper my entire life, and when the WRWC came about, it just provided more opportunity. I would team rope against some of the pro ladies that do it for a living, but it provided an avenue to actually do that and go to a finals, because I do have a career outside of rodeo, and so I can't travel around like they do, and so I really enjoyed that. I'm actually qualified as a pro header, and then I'm a challenger heeler. And then with all the growth in breakaway, I like to go fast, and so I thought, why not? I love to rope. So I just actually started 4 months ago, but because I've literally never done it, I'm in the limited category for the breakaway. So it's kind of fun. I run the gamut from limited all the way to pro. It has been really cool to watch the growth, especially women in roping. Not only have the numbers increased, but the skill level. There's a leadership term we use in education called transformational leadership, and I've seen a lot of that the last few years with people being innovative, thinking outside the box to progress the sport, which is really cool. Things like the WRWC, the American Rodeo, the Kid Rock Rodeo, the Kimes $1 Million Breakaway. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't see breakaway in the NFR in the near future, see them in the Thomas and Mack. For me personally, I think you can preserve an element of tradition and also be progressive to enhance the sport. So for me, it's not an either or, but a both and I would really like to see it headed that direction. A day in my boots in Vegas is hustle, hustle, hustle. I'm breakaway roping, and so I have a horse at the Orleans. I'm also team roping, so we have horses at South Point. So a lot of the day is going back and forth and making sure horses are fed and taken care of. And then, of course, you got to make sure you're saddled in time and to the right venue. Today we're at the Plaza. So a lot of running around, but we also make time to have a little fun, do a little shopping at Cowboy Christmas, add an element of fun in there. As vice president at a community college, I spend the majority of my day in my office behind a computer wearing my high heel boots. But at the end of the day, I get to kick those off and switch to my cowgirl boots and get on my horses and practice my roping and hang out with the family. If I could spend a day in another cowgirl's boots, I have quite a few roping women that I look up to, but I would actually go outside of roping and choose Fallon Taylor. And the reason I would choose Fallon is she has just found ways to be successful in the arena, but also in business. It's pretty impressive. I'd love to see that side of her. But the other part that really admires me about her, the other part that is admiring about her, is the way that she supports and encourages and really empowers women and girls, no matter where they come from or where they're headed. We need more of that. I really try to do that and model that behavior in education, and so I love to see that in the Western industry as well.